Your time now is 8:43.
The Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Well, the Film Commission is handing out all kinds of different grants these days. I think this might have happened after the review of the Film Commission. Rather than giving out massive lump sums to already successful directors, they're trying to really get in on the grassroots and find some people around the country who are doing sort of new and interesting things. And who knows, maybe they might be the next Peter Jackson. Well, one outfit has managed to get themselves some funding. They're I think they're called Pigville Productions. We'll find out a little bit more about that in a tick. But they've got a website called theproject.net.nz, and they've got some funding for a zombie comedy, or a zomedy, as they're calling it. Harley Neville is one of the crew who has this funding, and he's joining us from his bedroom today in Dunedin. G'day there to you, Harley. How you doing?
G'day, Glenn. Good to be here.
Now, tell us about Pigville. What is Pigville, and what have you guys previously done?
Okay, so Pigville is my friend Guy Pigden and I. I'm Harley Neville, he's Guy Pigden. We put those names together, came up with Pigville in high school, and we knew it was a stupid name, but it kind of stuck. And we started shooting movies together. It's about 10 years ago now, and we had a pilot TV show which almost got successful, but not quite. And I was almost a presenter on TV, but not quite. And we had lots of really close but no cigar sort of things happening. Yeah. Except for the project.net.nz, that's kind of our only really successful thing yet. Until last Monday, we got announced as one of the 4 teams that got the $250,000 to shoot a feature film. Wow!
And what idea have you run with?
What idea have we come up with? It was a zombie comedy, so akin to Shaun of the Dead and that sort of thing, but it's definitely a Kiwi one. We're not just ripping them off. It's got our own story, our own script. It's about a film production is being shot in New Zealand, a low-budget B-grade zombie film, and while on set, on that B-grade zombie film, a real zombie outbreak occurs in a nearby town. And who is a real zombie? Be heard with care.
And of course, zombies at the moment are kind of like the flavour, really. I suppose what vampires were a couple of years ago, I suppose. So you're probably hitting it just at the right time. Do you think?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I worry that by the time we've done all the post-production and actually released it, people might be like, "Oh, it's another friggin' zombie movie," you know.
Yeah.
so hopefully we make it. I think we'll be the first sort of decent size New Zealand zombie movie for a long time. Yeah. So hopefully that'll help us out locally at least.
Yeah, and I guess with the money that the Film Commission are giving, $250,000, they would be hoping that there will be some element of success with it as well. But now this is all, of course, very indie sort of filmmaking, I can imagine. So does that mean the whole model for release might be a little bit different? I mean, traditionally people make films and they hope to get it at a festival and then the big screen and whatnot. But are you guys looking at doing it a different way?
Well, that is still what we're hoping for. We're really hoping to get it in cinemas. But I mean, the beauty of technology nowadays, you can put it on iTunes for paid download, that sort of thing. So that's always there as a backup. But we are definitely really hoping to get it into cinemas and festivals and that sort of thing as well. There's a small amount of money that comes from the Film Commission to help with that sort of thing as well, to help with the marketing. It's sort of an additional grant that you can get. So we'll apply for that and hopefully actually get it in cinemas. But yeah, failing that, iTunes and hopefully the internet community will get behind it.
Yeah, and how far does $250,000 go on a project like this?
Well, on a different movie, it'd be more than enough. But our being a zombie movie, there's lots of exploding heads and lots of extras and different people to feed and makeup and all that sort of stuff. So it is quite if you want to do it properly, it is quite an expensive genre. But we think we can do it. But we'll be relying on our Kiwi ingenuity and a lot of goodwill from the locals down here as well.
Lots of buckets of blood thrown around the place.
Well, that's another thing, is we got some sponsorship from various food companies And amongst those companies was Chelsea Sugar, who agreed to give us all the maple syrup we need, and also Hansel's, which agreed to give us all the food colouring we need. So we've actually got our fake blood covered already before we even start shooting. So that's the Kiwi ingenuity I was talking about.
Yeah, excellent. And what about, I mean, the costuming and that kind of things? And I'd imagine also the makeup and prosthetics that are going to be required as well.
Well, we've also got a sponsor for prosthetic stuff as well. ACMA and New Zealand Foam and Latex. They both got on board as well. So yeah, we're kind of getting all that stuff done before we even get started. I actually suspect that's part of why we got the funding in the first place, is because we showed that we were really, really committed. We've done all this stuff, we secured all these sponsors before we even got the money.
Yeah, cool. That's such a cool thing. And you've got the Facebook page as well, and you're looking at people to obviously join up to that. But why? Well, how can the public help with this project?
Well, the local people around Dunedin, Otago sort of area, if they want to be involved, we're of course going to need lots of extras. We really want to hear from people that have skills, like maybe you're a makeup artist, or maybe, you know, a set builder, or who knows what you might do. But if you want to be involved, we want to hear from you, and then you guys join our Facebook group, and basically we'll send out posts from there saying, oh, we need a you name it, you know, makeup artist, whatever, and then all the makeup artists can apply then. So really we want the locals to get out there and show us who they are and what they can do for us, and hopefully we can all work together and make this happen.
Now, also with, so the movie I Survived a Zombie Holocaust, is that is the actual title? It's not a working title or anything?
It's the working title, definitely, but we all like it, so it could stay the real title. We're calling it that to sort of show that it's a bit funny as well. You know, it's not supposed to be too serious. As well as a lot of the other films, zombie films, are something of the dead. You know, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and various other ones like that. Yeah. And we sort of wanted to do something a little bit different, but still a zombie film. And we wanted to show that it's not too serious. It's not, you know, I mean, I Survived the Zombie Holocaust is a pretty ridiculous name.
More in the vein of probably, I guess, more in the vein of Zombieland, I suppose.
Well, believe it or not, I haven't actually seen Zombieland. It's a bit bad. It's a bit bad, isn't it? Yeah. But on the upside, at least you know that I'm not stealing ideas. Yeah, that's true. If I haven't seen it, I can't be stealing things from it. But I am going to go out and see that because it looked quite good. But I've seen Shaun of the Dead quite a lot, and I really enjoyed that, which is another sort of similar idea of comedy zombies. They're both
very cool and very, very funny. One thing I do want to clarify, so with the project.net.nz, are you actually documenting or faux documenting the process of making this film so actually making a reality show out of the fact that you're making the film?
Right. Well, see, the project was shot following us as we made our pilot sitcom up in Auckland, which was all true stuff. And we went up there and we made a pilot sitcom through a major production company, and in the end we didn't get it made, our show. But while we were doing that, we also decided to make a sort of a mockumentary following us and parodying everything that happened in real life. Yeah. So everything in the project.net.nz really did happen, but it happened when we were making our sitcom. Now we've moved on from that, it's all finished, and we're making our movie. But we have talked about making a second season of the project where it just continues on, except for now we are trying to make a movie. Yeah. And parodies what happens.
Well, I think it's a good idea because it's almost like a double bet. Because let's just say, you know, God forbid, the film doesn't do so well for some reason, but then you've also got another card. You can sell the reality show of making the film.
Yeah, well, that's the theory, and that's kind of what we hoped would happen last time when our sitcom fell through. We were hoping the project would take off. It's doing okay, but it's not quite as popular as we would like. Yeah, it's hard to get people to find it in the first place.
Well, a huge congratulations for getting the funding from the Film Commission and the Escalator funding, the $250,000. Go and check out the Facebook page. Search for I Survived a Zombie Holocaust and join up there. You can check in with the progress and maybe help out in the future as well. Harley, Neville, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck, and we hope to catch up with you some stage further down the line on the project.
Okay, can I just quickly, I just wanted to say that Pigville Productions, this I Survived a Zombie Holocaust is actually by 38 Pictures, which is a Dunedin company that they got behind us and teamed up with us.
Great.
So officially this is a 38 Pictures production, and we couldn't have done it without them. We couldn't have got the funding without them. They spend a lot of time and money working with us and doing all the nitty-gritty hard things.
Good, I'm glad you got that in, otherwise you would have got a severe beating, no doubt.
I would have got in trouble. I definitely would have got in trouble.
That is Harley Neville there joining us in Dunedin. What a very cool project, and so good to see these kinds of projects being funded.